Hello there. Welcome to Tubi Tuesday. I'm Scotty. You're not. Yes, we've gotten rid of the song. Oh, I just realized that's not going to work. So I put that up there. I'm back. Not that I went anywhere. It's back in Nicolas Cage shirt. Problem is, you can't read it because it's backwards on there. So I thought I was clever. Because Tubi Tuesday's been gone. And now that we're doing the summer months, there he is. Nicolas Cage is back. I don't know the status of the stuff underneath because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm in the process of going to rearrange my apartment again because I want it to be a little bit different. So I don't know what's going to go where. So we shall see. But Tuesday is back, and we're already starting off with a bang with SLAW. I want to play a game, not Saw. SLAW, as in coleslaw. The story is these two brothers kidnap a bunch of people to get revenge for stuff that these people had done, make them go through a bunch of traps, all concerning coleslaw. Yes. Yeah. So I heard about this because I was the most recently, at least from the point I'm recording this, because it's the first day of May that I'm recording this. They recently released the poster for Saw 10 or Saw X, whatever. The thing is, they put the X so close to the W, it looks like it says socks. SAWX, socks. SAWX, socks. So somebody posted it on one of the YouTube groups, the Facebook group, excuse me, and I said socks ? And someone commented with the picture of of this movie, the cover of this movie. Better than this. Yes, it's a real movie and it's terrible. Okay, so yes, it's a real movie. It could be considered a so bad as a good film, but I already committed to it being in this series. So, yeah, this would be a so bad as a good cinema. It would. I was ready for this. At the core, it's basically like, so these people that have been kidnapped, they're on the carousel from Saw 6. They're going around in a circle. One gets picked and they have to do this thing. Like the first guy, he has to eat all the coleslaw in a tank. It's the water tank thing that Erickson, the one guy goes through, the detective in the 5th movie. But it's filled with coleslaw. And he's got to eat all the coleslaw, which he does, but then something happens to his guts that may go spilled out, I guess. Like he ate too much and his guts exploded. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But, yeah. What drew me to it, and what probably drew most wrestling fans, if you watch it on Tubi, is that I saw the preview picture for this on Tubi is Kevin Nash. And so I'm like, oh, Kevin Nash is, I gotta check it out. You got Kevin Nash, Luke Gallows, and Glacier, and some guy called the Nature Boy, but it's not Ric Flair. Nature Boy Buddy Lee or something? I don't know. It's not it's not Ric Flair, though. I think he's trying to be. He's even got a robe that looks like one of Ric Flair's robes. It looks like he's dressed, I don't know. It looks like a robe Ric Flair worn before. But yeah, and then there's also fake versions of Johnny Depp, Bono, Sammy Hagar. I don't know. They're in this. There's also these two detectives named Turner and Hooch, but they always phrase it Hooch and Turner because they can't say Turner and Hooch because that is copyright. So they say Hooch and Turner. I'm Detective Hooch. This is Detective Turner. They never say Turner and Hooch back to back. Give me Hooch and Turner. They never say it back to back. So the right way. So I think because of copyright. And so, yeah, so we get these two guys going by the names of Gordon and Martha. Real names are Jonathan and Jim, but like Jim is the little person. He's also the older brother. Now, as someone who was the older sibling and the shortest of his siblings, I get that. My younger brother, I have to call him my younger brother because he's taller than me. Now, my little brother, he's my older brother, my younger brother, excuse me. He's bigger than me, taller than me. I mean, not bigger than me, taller than me. So I have to call him my younger brother. And, yeah, I mean, he's like a little person, like Wee Man from Jackass. It's not Wee Man, but he's a little person, you know what I mean? And, yeah, there's a running joke that he's gay, which this came out in 2017. I don't know if that was slide today, although it was 2017, who knows? But, yeah. So basically it goes, person gets picked, we get their backstory, trap goes off. So the first guy was rude to them at the guy that eat all the stuff. There's rude to them at a restaurant or something. He was rude to them. He was like the customer service or whatever, and he was rude. The next guy we get full background stuff for is this he's not a mayor or candidate, but he's someone who's worth a lot of money. Him and his two Ambers. He was at a restaurant during Martha or Jim's birthday, and they were being loud. Martha, Jim, Jonathan, and his mama, they were being loud, and they show their mama, and I went, "That's clearly a woman in makeup and like prosthetic makeup, make her look older, and a wig." And I'm like, that's terrible. They didn't have the special effects. Turns out she's supposed to look like a younger woman, like in her 40s, I think, with a wig and makeup. Because, yeah, that plays out later. I don't know. But yeah, this guy, basically, he has them kicked out. This is where we see that Kevin Nash. He's like, "Hey, Kevin Nash, you're my favorite. I have your poster above my bed." Gay jokes, you know. When teenage boys, they put naked women pictures above their bed so they can look at me, you know. But yeah. So, but Kevin Nash and the wrestlers are mean to him. They even pushes his face in the coleslaw. But Kevin Nash, at least at the point at the beginning of the movie with the rest of these, is not one of the people taken hostage, which I felt was like a, I don't know, a missed opportunity. Although they do something towards the end, but I think it's a little too late. But yeah, that's for that guy, and they strap that guy up with a gun, and he has to, like a rifle in front of him, and he has to sing Happy Birthday in Swedish for some reason, and he does it. In under 30 minutes, he does it. But then he still gets shot to hell. And he ain't just there to kill. There's a lot of racist jokes in this. Like they say that brothers, and people are like, "What? That's racist." No, not brothers. Brothers. Like we're brothers. He's my brother. We're born to the same mom. And yeah. I don't know. I don't know if there's the Ambers, they keep arguing with each other, and one of them ends up falling for Jonathan, and they have a canoodling session in bed, and she's like, "I love your beard," and he's like, "I've been growing it since I was a kid." So we see this thing, which would be a funny joke. Little Jonathan is a kid with a beard, and I'm like, okay, that's funny. But then they ruin it. When it's like, "Hey, Jonathan, your cooking show's on." "Oh boy," takes off the beard and the wig or whatever. It's like, no, it was funny. He had the beard since he was a kid. That was funny. And they ruined it. "Yo, blow it," as Adam Sandler would say. But yeah, and then they do the thing where uh, the Amber that's with him shows up at Mama's door. She's like, well, hello, Mama. You're not Mama at all, are you? How do you know this? How do you know? You're wearing bad makeup and a wig. Apparently it was her legs. I know I should have wore socks. So you're their sister, I guess? But besides that one thing, it's really not brought up again. Until at the end, when they're all sitting there at Fish Guts, which is the restaurant that they call the Fork and the Pig or something like that is what it was called. Now it's Fish Guts because they bought it because they're wealthy. And Mama's there, but she's not. She's dressed like the sister. It's like, well, where's your mama? Probably with your Mr. Whatever his name is. And it's like, so do they not know that that's their mama? Or are they covering for her? I don't know. It's confusing. But we also find that there's this African-American gentleman who was unrightfully there. Yeah. So he was taken because I'm just going to call Martha. Martha sent back his burger, and they did the old waiting thing, where they put the pubes on it and stuff, and shoved it down the pants. But it was this other guy with a weird name I don't remember that did it. And he says, no, you want that guy. He's the one that did it. I just brought it to him. And so this guy gets, I don't remember what happens to him. He dies or something. I don't know. Coleslaw. I don't know. To trap that one rich guy, it reminds me of like the sound one from Saw 6 where pulling the hook out. Or is that Saw the Final Chapter? Sean Patrick Flannery. That's the final chapter. He's pulling the hook out. But he's got to sing happy birthday. Whatever. And so the ending just kind of happens. There's also like a Comic-Con thing in the middle where Martha dressed up as a little version of Jonathan and gets a picture with Kevin Nash. Like, hey, do I know you? No, he hadn't met us before. Can I get a picture? No, I do know you. And Kevin Nash and the wrestlers just keep popping up. There's a whole fight at the police station. These cops, this Hooch and Turner, they'll go out, they'll find one piece of information, and go back to the captain. And he's like, what? That's not enough. Go out there. So they get more information and they come back. I told you not to come back until you had her. They do it like 3 times. They do that. Poor captain. But then the ending of this movie, it's just there. So we're down. We got 2 people left. And they do hint at this because they're like, oh, we have 2 people left. Wait, don't you mean 3? Yeah, I miscounted. Yeah. So there's 3 left. 1 Amber and Shaniqua. I'm not trying to be racist. I don't remember her name. Tarika? Something like that. But she's there because she wouldn't give them honey mustard. In a restaurant that doesn't have honey mustard. I don't even know what happens to her because the other Amber ends up with Martha, who's supposedly gay. They make the gay jokes, but he's not. He says I'm not gay. And then at the end, they're like, I wonder why they say I'm not gay. And the Amber is peeing in the urinal. And they're like, what'd the old man do? Nothing. That's our dad. So he's the dad, which is supposed to be the John Kramer twist at the end of Saw, where he's, likes to make ringside seats to his, to the killings or whatever. And yeah, and it just ends with them at the restaurant, the Fish Guts restaurant. And the cops show up and they're like, oh, by the way, they go to each restaurant to investigate. And they go to the fast food place where they find out, they know what happened with the whole, they know that this guy puts pubes on the burgers and they're going to eat lunch there. I'm like, I wouldn't eat there. But yeah, they're the Fish Guts at the end. Everyone's there. Even the wrestlers are there. And they all skip out on Kevin Nash they out to the dine and dash and make him pay. It sucks. But like, yeah, it's just like, hey, why don't you get them a table? Get these gentlemen the table, and they're like, we can't afford to eat here. We're cops. It's kind of funny, like free of charge on the house, and so yeah, they get free food, I guess. Wouldn't that be bribery? They don't finish their investigation. They never show the captain again. He's gonna be pissed. They never found any of the people. They're just like, hey, we know it's you two, but they can't prove it. They show up at the house and they talk to Mama, and she's like, my boys, they're working. Well, they don't have jobs per se. They're working for me to go on errands, and she's gonna pull things out of her ass. Yeah. And then Martha, the little guy, and the other Amber, they kidnap. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, they kidnap. I think Jonathan and the first Amber, they kill the one dude. I think, but yeah, they kidnap Kevin Nash, and he's left to get tortured. Coleslaw, I guess, the little post-credit scene zinger there. This was fine. I'm still gonna give it the rating of so bad it's good though. It it was so stupid that I just had to laugh sometimes. You know, those kind of movies. I don't know. Can't take this movie seriously. It's a parody of Saw. I thought I wasn't gonna parody anything because from what I read, the description is like this is coleslaw stuff, but no, it is a parody of Saw. But I think it could be one of the better parodies. Better than anything those, whatever you call it, ones like date movie. I will say that a date movie, epic movie, and to an extent disaster movie are the decent ones. But you know, I have fun with them. This is one of those I can have fun with, and it keeps the subject matter to what it. Saw and coleslaw mixed together. That's what it is. They don't really deviate too much. There's some jokes that just kind of don't hit, and a lot of racist jokes, which, you know, you don't need. But for what it was, I enjoyed it. I give it the rating so bad it's good, like I said. But, yes, so, what are your thoughts on SLAW? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.